In this example application, I built a room booking application using Access Web Services. On the left side, you have that great new nifty navigation control that I like so much. Here, I'm using classic Access continuous forms. When you click on a button, I launch another form using a standard where clause type of approach. Here's a little detail form, a couple of little buttons on top that give you functionality that you need. When I click on it to dismiss the form, it closes and we get back to where we were. I'm going to show the room configuration system, but before I do, I'm going to go full screen in the browser, give me a little bit more room. Now let's try this new little navigation control and click on the room configuration setup. Again, this is a continuous access form. It simply displays the details. It has a picture control that repeats and a standard repeating button again. When I click on a button, again, I launch a detail form using the good old-fashioned where clause that we've known and loved over the years in Access. Here's the form displayed with more details. Again, I'm using that wonderful new picture control that displays a picture of the room. The other example I have in here is I have an outside room. In this room, I wanted to display the outside weather, so I embedded what's called a new web browser we have. This is inside of a browser, and it's bound to the URL in the database you can see here, and therefore it displays the weather outside. The booking calendar I built is an Outlook style booking calendar, and it's basically a form with a bunch of bound text boxes, and it's driven by Access data macros, or so-called new table triggers we have in Access. It's a pretty slick setup. I can navigate and filter this calendar to any particular month or year I want. So for example, let's say I want to filter the calendar to October. I just click on October in the drop down. I can also use these year navigation buttons I've placed where just one click on them will throw me back to a previous year. In this example here, I have a couple of list and text boxes, and when you click on them, they simply filter again with a continuous form. This continuous form has lines of detail, and once again I can click on the edit button and a detail form again is filtered and launched. When I click on one of these forms, you'll see that we drill down again and get additional details about this booking. One of the neat things about this interface is that I built a list box, multiple list boxes with a time picker in it, and this just saves me from having to jump from keyboard to mouse to keyboard, and it allows me to simply not have to use a keyboard. Anyway, what I want to show here is the data triggers. Okay, these data triggers fire and maintain this calendar. So for example, if I move this date on this form ahead by 1 day and save this, you'll see that the form below there's actually a requery command, and what will happen is when I click save and refresh, you'll see the form below, the one record now disappears, and the reason is because I've moved it ahead by 1 day. If I close this, the calendar form below will refresh, and we should see our booking jump ahead 1 day, and there it is. That in a nutshell is the Access application I built, and I was able to do so without having developed or programmed or written Access. I have developed a web-based database system prior to using this system. It's a really slick, neat system. It allows you to leverage most of your Access skills. Thanks for watching this video.